business cards. So this digital card, for me, was a no-brainer. And to get involved in it and being involved in it during the COVID time was a lifesaver because I wasn't meeting obviously people face to face. I was doing Zoom, but it still had that presence, that digital footprint to be able to give something to somebody. My slogan is always one click away, and I encourage everybody. I'm not going to be like Nike and say just do it, and then you use my slogan. I'm like, hey, you got to pay me $10 every time you say it. Use it. It's an amazing catchphrase, and it makes people think. Always one click away. What the hell are you talking about? So, if anybody has any questions or any stories they want to share about the card, or if they want to talk about the type of business they're in and how they feel it might help, now would be the time to raise your hand. David?
Yes, thank you, Matt. I'm really glad to make it to this um, room this afternoon. I've heard about the 10K card, but I'm not too well versed about which go about it. I'm an insurance agent in Georgia, Texas. I have a license in South Carolina, Michigan, and I'm looking for ways to grow my business because I've been, doing the same catch and, not catching all of the relationships that I need to build for my business. I have bought a lot of leads, but I noticed that my market is going digital, like you just mentioned, and I need something like this. So I'd love to know more about it and see how I can use it to maximize my customer base. That's my question.
Okay, so you don't have the card now, but you'd like to try to learn more about it, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm going to send you a message, and if you want, you can respond back. And I'm going to talk about it now. And if you feel comfortable and you want to work with me directly, there's other moderators on the stage as well. You can work with them, but the card is so simple to use. I'm going to send you a card that I made for somebody. Two cards. One is in the insurance business, and the other person is in the insurance and health insurance, like whole life and stuff like that. Would those two examples help you so you can get an idea of what their cards look like?
Perfect. Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so I'm gonna send that out to you in a second. But as far as the card itself, like I said, it is an amazing tool. You can absolutely help so many people with it, and you'll be able to capture their attention right away because they're gonna understand the concept of the digital footprint. As far as I'm concerned, paper cards, they're dinosaurs. You could use them to pick, the food out of your teeth and pick your fingernails with. The digital card is something you're always going to have. Why? What is the one thing, David, that you have with you at all times? The food out of your teeth and pick your fingernails with.
Say that again.
What is the one thing that you have with you at all times?
My smartphone with me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. You have it with you at all times. So I don't know if you heard the story, but tonight, did you hear the story I talked about going out to dinner tonight and what had happened?
No, I just came into the room. I missed that.
Okay, so basically what happens, I went out to dinner and I met up with some old friends from high school, and we basically, started telling each other what we're doing. And then I just said to everybody, I was like, here's my business card. Bring up your camera on your phone. And you're like, what? I'm like, yeah, bring your camera up. And then they started scanning it because you get a QR code with the card. And they scanned it. And they're like, oh my God, what is this? And they're like, this is awesome. Well, here's the opportunity. So now not only am I helping people, but I'm making their business easy. One was a real estate agent. One owns a limousine company, and the other person does property management. So they were elated, and it was very easy for them to relate and understand because they saw the value immediately in the card. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, thank you. That was very helpful.
Take a look. I sent you in your private messenger. I sent you one of the cards. I don't know if you got it or not.
I'm taking a look at it now.
Yeah, just that's the other thing. Is that David Evans?
Big man, how you, my brother? Man, I'm just so happy to hear you on here doing the pitch for the 10K, man. It's the card of the future. It's like everybody has a Rolls Royce. It's the reason why they don't even have to market like Ford or, Chevrolet. The digital cars, we're in 2030. If you don't have one, you're left behind. Everybody needs to get this card if you're going to go into the future. Now, if you want to stay back in 1960 or 1940, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to go forward and zoom into where we are, this is one product we have, Big Mac, that we're here to the young generation. They got us on a lot of they got us on the ropes and a lot of things. This is the card, man. We got them, man.
Dave, let me ask you this question. So you have the card, you love it, obviously. How much do you think you spent in the last 2 years on business cards?
Oh man, I done spent over $300 or $400, man. I go on there and I get 500 cards or 1,000 cards. I have to do this because I have a social media business. I started a social media training center. Then I started a television business. And I had to get these cards. But when I came along and became a member of 10K in the business side, I got 40 people to sign up in 1 week. I went crazy. 40 people, because everybody I knew, matter of fact, I had somebody sign up today. Everybody I know, Big Mac, they need this product. This is the hottest product on earth. Now, the people who don't know about it, but once you know about it and you see it, and what I like about a Big Mac, your car will be ready in 30 minutes. Faster than you can turn around and go get something out the store, get a meal, your car is ready.
100%. 100%. It's funny. I was just at a networking event the other night, and I started showing my card, and my buddy had invited me to it, and he has his card. So he's looking at me. He's like, "God, it's messed up." And I'm like, "Hey, listen, if you guys are interested, talk to Antonio. Antonio's going to give you his information. You're going to reach out to Antonio, and he's going to set you up." So there was 3 or 4. There's about 4 people. He was on the outside listening in. He was shocked. I said, "Are you guys ready to make the move now?" And they said, "Yeah, let's do it." About 45 minutes later, because I had to leave, my friend calls me up. He goes, "Yo, that was crazy." He goes, "You literally did all the selling for me, and they just turned to me and go, 'How do I buy it?'" It was that easy. So I don't mind helping people earn, spread the word, make money, right? I always put people before profit. So I don't mind helping people. That's why, my new friend David here, I just forwarded him 2 cards for him to take a look at so he can get an understanding. I guess Dave dropped off. There he is. He's back. Hey, Denise, welcome to the stage. I sent Dave the information so he can have it, take a look at it, get some information on it so you can understand it. This is something some people are going to digest and they're going to jump on it immediately, or some people are going to think about it and they're going to ponder it and they're going to be like, "Oh, can we do this? Can we do that?" It's a very simple process to set the card up. So, for me, I have the promo, and a lot of people have. Dave, you have the promo in the bottom of your card too?
If I got everything. And the crazy thing about it, man, is I'm working on a project with 56 million people around the world. You know what I do?
Oh my God!
And Matt, every time I meet people, they ask me where's my information. I shoot them my digital card. Anyone want to go with my website, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Cash App. A lot of people don't even know how to. I don't know how to do PayPal. I don't know how to do Cash App. Put your digital card on there and it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, exactly. This is the one thing I'm going to say, which I think is very important, and I think people are missing out on the opportunity or not understanding it. Is I would say the average person has about 3, maybe 4 different social media platforms. Dave, would you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, at the end of the day, when somebody gives out a business card, the business card, it doesn't say anything about you. If you give out a website, is my website, take a look. Like my card is set up, it's MatthewMarinoff.com. So I bought my website, this is a true story, I bought my domain name, MatthewMarinoff.com, and I redirected my digital card to my domain name. I said, you know what, people know me as Matt Marinoff, Dave and Dave. And sure enough, the next day I went to go purchase MattMarinoff.com, somebody purchased my name. Wow. They bought my domain. So, for me, I thought it was amazing that somebody did it. I thought it was funny. But I have Matthew Marinoff. That's my birth name, so it is my birth name. So when I meet somebody and they're like, yo, can I get your card? Yeah, MatthewMarinoff.com. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, put in MatthewMarinoff.com. They put it in the search browser, MatthewMarinoff.com. So I encourage the people that I work with that are on my team to take advantage of the information that I'm providing to them so they have an understanding, where they'll be able to share an experience I have. I've only been doing this for 2.5 months. This is a no-brainer. Because, I'm in real estate. I do short sales. I deal with settlements of mortgages. I deal with banks all day long. But do you guys realize the opportunity that you're talking to people? It's like everybody has a side business or a side hustle. And if you don't, you got to have one. Why would you not want to have one? You're missing out on an amazing opportunity. If you're not good at selling, I tell people, look, get 2 or 3 people that might be interested. Let's get them on a Zoom call. I have a private number. They could call into the private number. Some people, I record my conversation. I say, hey, would it help you if you heard me, talking about the card? You're not selling a card. You're offering a service. And I think people are thinking too much. Mr. Evans, do you agree where people sometimes just can't get out of their own way and they can't break out of a paper bag because they want to know everything physically possible, but sometimes you just have to get out there without a parachute, jump out of a plane?
Man, you're 1,000,000% right, man, because I'm 59 years old, Matt, and me and you, we seen the great days of the 70s with blockbusters and the DVDs and the CDs. We lived those days with the phones on the wall. We seen the copper wire. But we in 2021, a brand new generation. We know digital, the regular paper cards, Matt. We look at them, we throw them away. Half the people we give cards to, we see them that evening. Where's it at? The kids done ate it up with a dog done, peed on it, or somebody done ran across the street. You lose them. I put them in my pocket, and man, what I do with that card? With the digital card, Matt, that would never happen because you have a digital app. Your card is an app, which means you can shoot it to anybody around the world. They can never lose it. Exactly. How powerful is that, man? How powerful is that?
How many times have you been in a situation where you wish you had a business card, or you gave, or listen, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I was out today, and I'm out for breakfast, and I met with an attorney, and we were speaking, And I explained to him, we were talking about a case, and he said, "Can I get your card?" He goes, "I have your phone number." I said, "Yeah, sure." And I did it on purpose because I wanted to meet with him face to face because I wanted to see his reaction. He's an older gentleman, but he's very techy. So we're sitting there, and I said, "Oh, you want my business card?" He said, "Yeah." And I went to go reach as a joke to give him the card. And what I ended up giving him was I gave him the scan code. He goes, "How am I going to do this?" I go, "Scan it." So he scans it, and he's like, "Holy shit." He goes, "This is great." And I said, "Where's your business card?" He said, "Give me a business card." God is my witness. He says, "I don't have a business card on me." I said, "Okay." I said, "Do you have an email?" And he laughed. He goes, "Of course I have an email." I go, "Send me an email." I said, "Does it have your contact information?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Cool." I said, "Is this your information?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, cool." He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." Took a picture of it, smushed it down, sent it to the back office. They built the card for me. We're talking, and I said, "Oh, scan my card again." He was blown away because to have the information, the World Wide Web, the WWW, at your fingertips, people don't realize you can bring anything up. So he gave me probably 5 different ways to reach him. By the time he was done looking at the card, he goes, "You have everything on here." He goes, "You have my Google reviews. Do you realize how powerful this is?" I just started laughing. He goes, "Breakfast is on me. How much is the card?" That was it.
And it happens like that all the time, Big Mac, because, when you think about meeting people every day, like you said, man, somebody's going to meet somebody this week, and you're going to have to do a business deal with them. And you're going to be ahead of the game because you're going to have a digital card. You're going to have something. You don't have to worry about finding an ink pen. How many times we the old days, we couldn't find a pen to write down a number. we didn't have to pick the paper to write down a number. That day is over because, again, with the digital card, everything is on your phone. I mean, when I say everything, I run a television network with 50, 60 channels, one of the biggest networks in the world, Pick TV.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because people that don't know who you are, introduce yourself so they know exactly who you are.
My name is David Evans from Washington, D.C. This is my home. I decided to start a television network last year when my sister died, around August. And COVID, everybody knows somebody who lost all of one, and I give my condolences to you. But I started a network with one channel. It moved from 25 channels. Now we have 60 channels. We're on Roku right now. I'm in the studio. If you want to watch us, we're on television. We're not trying to come on that one day going to be on. We are on all over the world. I just talked to someone from Germany 30 minutes ago, Big Mac. He said, "It's 4 o'clock in the morning, Dave." I said, go into my studio link and put this in. He put it in, and he was talking to me. He said, "Man, we don't see you. I know it." And he's in Germany, so we're locking them down. We already got London, England down. So let me bring it home. We're going to build this fall a 10K channel. That means people all over the world are going to see what me and you, Matt, talking about. Yeah, this thing is going to blow up. It's going to really blow up. Everybody's on the line. You're going to be ahead of the game because of the fact you will already have your digital card. My profile is linked to my digital card. When you go to my profile right now, it's linked into my digital card. It's so easy, like you said, Dave and Big Matt. And the beautiful thing about it, Matt, is you don't have to wait 3 weeks for a card to get ready. Even if I go on and order some cards right now, Big Matt, I gotta go on the internet, put my name, my information, my phone number, my email in. Then I gotta wait 2 weeks for them to put it in the mail or express mail. It'll be in 3 days. And then they're gonna run out because that's 500 cards there, Big Mac. It's not 1,000. It's 500 cards. They're gonna run out in less than maybe a month or two. That day is over. That day is over. It worked for me, Big Mac.
So if somebody wants to reach out to you, obviously your information is in your profile. So if they have any questions about, the type of service that you provide, they can reach out to you 24/7. Obviously, you're not gonna be awake at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's like Sean, but they can reach out. But they can reach out to you.
Yes, sir. And when they go to my digital card, Big Mac, everything is on there. You don't even have to call me to line up a studio time. Everything is on my card. If you want to sign up to do a spotlight, if you want to sign up to look at the channels, you want to see a preview, everything is on my digital card. It's like going to the doctor. You put your own kiosk in there, you put your information in, and you sign up. This is the only thing I know, Big Mac, that pushes us ahead of the new generation. The young people, they're already there, but with this digital card, we got them. We got an edge on them, man. We're ahead of the game. We're ahead of the game. All these people I meet every day, Big Mac, saying, I don't know technology. I don't know information. I don't even have an email. I don't even have a Cash App. I don't have a PayPal. But if you get a digital card, all the information is right there.
So what's the name of your digital card?
Mine is David Evans. That's mine, David Evans. Right back. I'm gonna show you right quick. Anybody in here, I'm gonna send it to everybody. Mine is right on my phone. And mine.
But is it DavidEvans.com? What is it?
Nope, mine is just David Evans. I'm sending it to you right now. It's just David Evans. That's my David Evans digital card. Now my business information is on there because my whole thing is to let my business speak for itself. I don't try to be ahead of anything else. I want my business to be above my name and anything else. So when you see my name, you see the Pick TV network. You see all the information about that, about my Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Cash App, PayPal, how to sign up. Even you have my videos of the network on there. My commercials are on there. Anything it's on the digital card. And if it's not, we can put it on there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. It speaks for itself. It's one of those things that you get, and you're just so happy that you have something that pushes you ahead of the generation, ahead of the next wave of technology. Because everybody on this phone number, on this clubhouse knows, Big Mac, that social media changes every day. Everything they upgrading on Twitter, Instagram, Marco Polo, YouTube, Clubhouse. Everybody's upgrading. But with the digital card, we're like years ahead. It pushes us ahead. Pushes us ahead this wave that's happening. Yeah,
absolutely, 100%. Are you sending me the card now?
Yes, sir. It's on the way. And we got a couple more people who came in the room, Big Mac. You may want to grab them up and bring them up too. Okay, profile. Yep. So this is the beautiful thing about where we are and where we're going. Yeah, mine's just coming too.
Yeah, I have a sales question when you get a chance, or whoever wants to answer it. Big Mac. Maybe.
Yeah, what do you got?
So I have a friend of mine, and I sent her my digital card because it's cool as hell. And so she looked at it. She was like, I want to send this to like 4 people. So I'm like, all right, hold on. So what does that mean? Like, I don't even know what the next step is. She sends it to 4 people. She doesn't see the need for her card yet. We haven't had that conversation. But she immediately thought of 4 people she wanted to send it to. So what would be my process with them? Would she just send them my card and they just push the button and get, or how would that work?
Well, it's a double-edged sword, because what's going to happen is if you don't explain to her that she's missing out on the opportunity of, being an affiliate, then if somebody purchases the card, obviously you're gonna make the money on it, and then she's gonna get upset. Ask me how I know that question.
How do you know that question?
Because I had somebody say to me, I'm not sure if I want to move forward, but can you talk to my 2 or 3 friends? I think they might be interested. I said, okay, yeah, no problem. The trigger. So if she's referring me to somebody else to buy the card, I'm selling the card. Well, sure as you know what, I get a phone call, text message the next morning, and she says, hey, you spoke with so-and-so, and they bought the card. She's like, well, if I buy the card, can you put them under me? Like, did they buy? I said, no. And she called me. She goes, what do you mean no? I said, I asked you if you wanted to buy the card. I explained how the affiliate program works, but you didn't jump on it. You didn't even buy the card yet. And she was like, sulking. So I said, look, this is what I'll do. Person bought the card for me, I'll Venmo you the money. And she perked right up. She goes, really? And I said, yeah. So I sent her the money. She bought the card. So I said 50%. I said, I give you half for the one person, and I want to keep the other one. But I gave her something, and she purchased the card, and now she's an affiliate. But it's like people have to see, like, well, if so and so buys it, then I'll buy it. If they're interested, call me back, let me know. This is not a full-time job for me. This is something that I offer as a service. I don't rely on this as an income. It's actually turning into good money, but I don't rely on it as an income. So I guess if somebody refers you to somebody, you have to explain to them, look, if you're going to refer me to somebody and you're not an affiliate, I don't want you to get upset, because if they purchase the card, they're buying it directly from me. You understand that, Mrs. or Mr. So-and-so, right? So that's how I would handle that. I would just tell them, listen, if they want to buy it, buy it.
Well, I tried to explain it to her, and she was like, look, Tisha, I just want to send the people the cards. And I said, all right, okay. So that's where she is. I mean, she's an internal executive, and of course, in this environment, she hasn't been anywhere. So she's like, that's not what I see. I just want to send the card out to people.
I think it would be easier if just have the casual conversation. I've had conversations with Sean. At one point, Sean and I were talking 4 or 5 times a day. Now we slowed it down a little bit. Like when you start dating in the beginning and everything's great. Hey, I swear, man, that cracks me up the way you speak. So now we're down to like once a day, maybe twice. But if I don't hear from him, I'm like, wait, is he cheating on me, kind of thing? So I got to touch base with him. But here's the thing I got to tell you about Sean. Sean doesn't hold anybody back from being amazing. I am amazing at what I do. I'm an amazing networker. I'm not going to brag about myself. I'm not going to talk about my accomplishments, but I'm an amazing networker, and I bring people together. And what Sean has done is, and I'm going to tell you this, nobody's going to believe it, but because of the card for 2.5 months, let me just explain to you. Yeah, you make good money with the card, but I got 17 new leads in real estate, and I have 8 new short sales. If you don't know what a short sale is, in real estate, it's when somebody owes, let's say, $100,000, and you have to sell it for less than what's full amount. I have 8 new transactions like that, ranging from probably about 150 to $1.5 million. So did the card open up doors for me? Yes. And if you don't have it already, talk to Sean about adding it. The trusted B2B section on your card, because that's where it started. Because people are like, hey, I want that on my card. Oh, I want that on my card. So that's something that's extra. that can be added, but people have to see the value. That's just the value proposition. Because if they don't see it, and it doesn't click right away, they're never going to understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that help?
It does. Thank you.
Hey, Big Mac.
Yo.
Listen, I'm on my digital card right now. When you go to my card, it tells you about me and my television network. You also have my website on there. You have scheduling spotlight on there. You have the phone number on there. You have Clubhouse information, Twitter, PayPal, Instagram. You have my business Cash App there. You have my personal Cash App there. You have order the 10K cards. You have scan my cards. You have add the contacts. And this is what I love about it too, Big Mike. If somebody don't say, I'm trying to get in touch with Dave, man, I need to get in touch with him. You can share my card. You can share my card with 1 million people. This is what I love about it too. You don't have to say, oh man, what's his number? Hey, I got his card right here. It's already there in your phone. This is the amazing opportunity for us to go past the Jetsons, not in the Jetsons age. We're past the Jetsons age. With this digital card, it's amazing that somebody want to cash out you some money right now. Okay, well, go to my digital card. It has all the information and send it. You don't have to worry about, I forgot it. I forgot what is it? Let me get it to you. No, everything is on the digital card. It's like a one-stop shop. All you can eat is. It's beautiful, man. I haven't seen nothing like it. You talking to somebody who's been in social media for 20 years. I'm a social media guru. This is what I do. And when I see something this great, man, I'm a kid in the candy factory. Go ahead, Big Man. All right, so Denise is on stage. She came up. Denise, do you have a card? Do you have any questions about the card?
I don't have a card yet. A friend of mine sent me a link, and through a death in the family, lots of things. I looked at it, but I really hadn't gotten back to setting it up. And so that's one of the reasons I jumped in this room, as I wanted to learn more about it. I heard you all talking about the website. So I have a question about the website specifically. So my website that I run my business on is deniseswaffer.com. So are you saying that I could have a URL for just my card? Is that what you're saying?
So what I did, and what people that I work with, I make it very easy for them, because sometimes people are lazy in general. So for me, if I'm sitting with somebody and they know my name, I might just put MatthewMarinoff.com in. They're like, what? I'm like, just put MatthewMarinoff.com in your browser. And they go, oh, wow, that's your card. And I go, yeah. And they start laughing. But there's so many different ways to adapt to it to make it easy. Like, I build out home screensavers for people. So like, some people don't want to go on their phone. They click their button and it wakes their phone up. And I actually build stuff for people so it actually goes on the home screen of their phone and has the QR code on it. If you have your phone itself, and you can add it to your home screen as an app on your phone. So there's a lot of things that you can do with it to make it easy. But what I would say, Denise, is get something creative. Denise10k.com, or maybe if you want to do like swaff.com or whatever it is. Whatever it is that you want to do. I mean, anything creative, or what type of business are you in?
So I promote business women. That's what I do. I interview them, and then I have a lot of contacts that have huge Facebook groups. And so I go in and I get to speak about these ladies and refer back to their interview, which is housed on my website. So
I don't know. Do you have a slogan that you use? Think of something creative. What's your slogan?
So what I typically say is I ignite women, because I have a business group that is Ignite Christian Businesswomen Network. And so people, to tie me to the Ignite, I always say I'm here to ignite women, which is really what I'm here to do anyway.
So go online before Sean does, because Sean's famous. Sean is famous for going on and buying domain names. This guy buys about 25,000 of these things a day. So maybe put empowerwomen.com, ignitewomen.com. Women rejoice, or whatever it is, .com, something like that. That's your digital card. That's your digital platform. But if you can get something 10K, people will relate to it. Because 10K, the digital card is really, it's really taking storm. I have Matt10K.com. I also have SSS10K.com. Matthew Marathon. I've got a million different things. I've got something, Sean and I would go toe to toe. But I know now that before I say a domain name, I buy it. I buy it.
I'm listening to you. Matt.
I know you're listening. I buy it, and then I tell them.
Matt, I just bought digitalpromocard.com.
Nice.
Digitalpromocard.com. It's all the digital promotions. Oh, you missed that one.
No, I have promocard.com.
Promo card? No, I checked. That was not yours. Good try.
Okay.
Good try.
If you say so, I'll show it to you. So I also have something that I'm going to build out, and it's called, Card Squad.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second, Matt. I'm with you. Give me 1 second. Good evening, Denise. How are you? Hi, Denise.
Hey, how are you? I'm trying to buy domains over here, so you won't buy them.
I know. You see, Matt is trying to scare you.
I own a bunch of them already, so I was trying to see what I have that would work.
How many do you have right now?
I don't know.
Ballpark. Give me an average.
I mean, for me, I'm like 15 or 20, so, not as many as you.
Okay, so if you're ever going to cross 20, become a member of the domain club. Because as a member of the domain club, you'll get discount prices on them, and annually, you'll get to save. Like, I joined the domain club when I started buying domains, and every year I save like $10,000 to $12,000 on renewals. Okay, so it's a worthwhile investment. It just depends on how heavy you intend to go in person domains.
Yes, Denise, he's crazy.
So one of the things that we do, Denise, is we will get you Denise10K.com, and the reason for Denise10K.com, what would you say is your mission on the app? What's your mission on the app?
On
Clubhouse.
On Clubhouse is to connect with women who need help spreading their message. That's what I'm here to do.
Not a problem. So one of the beautiful hacks that we have, Matt probably just bought Denise 10K. That guy. I know exactly. CARD. All right. So one of the things on Clubhouse is a lot of the members are using the digital card. So what you want to do is you want to have something so simple that when people see it, they must be like, oh, okay, that's what it is. How do you like Denise card? DeniseCard.com.
Yeah, that's great.
You like it? All right, But all right, Matt, I'm getting before you. Exactly. Matt is trying to talk shit against me when he's the one that's trying to buy it. Good try, Matt. Found yours. That's my light-skinned brother. He couldn't handle it in the microwave. He left before me. And I took it all, and then I left afterwards. So he came out lightly cooked. I came out well done.
You ain't right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. You came out medium. All right, fair enough. So what to do? So, Denise, I already secured Denise card for you, DeniseCard.com. So when you're networking with individuals, say, okay, hey, Denise, how can I get in touch with you? You say, oh, simple, DeniseCard.com. Now, the good thing is you can have as many cards as you want. You don't have to get just one. You can have multiple names. You can have multiple names leading. So you don't have to take it too serious. And my goal in marketing, I just try to keep things as simple as possible. Like Mark is telling you, my boy Matt is telling you to go and empower the woman. What was the term you used, Matt? Matt, do you remember what term you used?
For what?
The when you were suggesting names for Denise to consider.
I'm not telling you the other. I'm searching them right now.
So Denise, who do you trust now?
No, you took crazy. I don't know.
I might just buy it and just gift it to her.
Well, okay. So first of all,
it was empowered. Empower women.
Woman. Okay, so Denise, I want to ask you a question. Empowered women sound cute, it's attractive and all that kind of bullshit, right? But which one do you think is easier to type? Empowered woman or DeniseCard.com?
Denise Card.
Thank you very much. I dropped the mic. Matt, listen to Denise. She knows what she's talking about.
Then why do you want PremierDigitalCards.com from me?
That is so long, Matt. That's so long.
But you still want it though? Come on, stop it.
Because I couldn't get it, I created a new product. It's called Premium Card. I created Premium Card now, Matt. Yeah. So Denise, in terms of the card, would you wanna? Have you seen enough to make a decision to get one of the cards?
Yes, I was looking at it before the death of the family. In fact, my friend has it. She sent me her links. I've already looked at the back end just a little bit, like I said, but there were some questions I had. One of them was this URL thing. I was like, wait a minute, does it have its own URL? Am I creating its own URL? So that was one of the biggest questions I had.
Okay, so one of the reasons we normally buy the URL for our clients is we always strive to add more value to our client than anyone else is willing to go. And we're not just willing, we're actually doing it. So I think Denise Card is a really good name for you to promote as being your card. That's number one. Number two, because I'm into the business of buying domain wholesale and in a big way, we will never give up on any of our names. We will always pay to renew those names. Now, if a regular user is buying the names and they forget to renew those names in a year, they can actually lose it. But because we're a big company, those are actually a part of our business model. So when we buy a name for our client, that name is locked in forever. And also, most importantly, you don't have to worry about the renewal fees or any of those things. If you ever want to get the name, you just send us over an email, we transfer the name for you, no problem. Because our goal is, we want to add more value to you than anyone else. And that's how we end up growing and expanding our business, by just serving the customers from a relentless standpoint. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you guys very much for answering my questions.
Oh, you're welcome, Queen. Now, the team is already working on the card for you, Denise. And we have two versions. We have the basic version and we have the premium version. With the basic version, we put everything all in one place for you, all your links. So you have everything there, no problem. And then if you want to step it up a notch, then we have the other version that's called the premium version. With the premium version, you become partners with us at that point. And every client that make a purchase of a card, you get 20% of that transaction. So whenever someone clicks on your link to purchase a card, 20% of that transaction goes to you. Okay, the basic version is 100. The premium version is 300. And the sweet part of the card, if you are a business owner, you can write it off as a tax expense. Now you can write off the 100, you can write off 300. But when you write off the 100, you basically get just the card in return. When you write off the 300, you get the card plus 20% every time someone decides to purchase a card because of you. What do you think of that, my dear?
I love it. I had already looked at it. Kimberly is my friend that sent me her link, and so I had already figured out I'm going to do the premium. I don't even have mine yet, and already talked to 3 attorneys when I had a meeting with them. So
I love it.
Hey guys, let me send you this. Let me get it set up first, though.
I love it. Now, which one of the Kimberly did you look at? Which Kimberly? Kimberly what? The name Kimberly.
Well, now you're going to ask
wait a minute.
You know what I'm talking.
Yes, let me send you. I'm going to send you Kimberly's card right now. Kimberly was supposed to be here this evening. What's wrong with Kimberly? KIMBER.
Her husband is really bad right now, Dean. Like really, really bad. So that's one reason I want to make sure that she gets credit for this.
Definitely. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to be reaching out to Kimberly Pittman. There you go. All right.
Yep, that's her.
Yeah, let me say the card so you can see your big smile. All right. So, Kimberly, where we go? Go here. And okay, so check out your back channel. Do you know how to use the back channel?
Yes, I do.
There we go. All right. Copy. All right. So click on. Let me see. Yep, that's Kimberly right there. So what I'll do, let me send you the payment link right now. Are you ready to pull the trigger this evening, sweetheart?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I'm sending you the payment link right now. And when I send that transfer over to Kimberly, I'm going to send a little butterfly angel by the name of Denise came to the room.
No.
Okay, and she sent a little gift for you. Bingo.
So when I want to start someone, can you walk me through what to do so that I make sure I do it correctly?
Oh, very good. So we're gonna have a button on your card that says "Order your 10K card." And when they click on the button that says "Order your 10K card," it's gonna go straight to your affiliate link. And once they click on your affiliate link, they can purchase it online, and you'll get the compensation for it.
Okay. So one of the things that Matt was talking about earlier was he did all of, did you actually set up that person's card, Matt? And did I understand that correctly? It's almost easier just to get their information and do it for them while you're standing right there with them. Is that a thing? Or am I misunderstanding?
Mine's a little bit different because either the volume or the trust that Sean has. So I think I have a little bit different setup than most people, but the team itself is amazing. And if you send everything else in, or if you reach out to Sean directly, he'll be able to make things happen for you.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. So what Matt is basically saying, as we mature in the relationship and we realize that we have something solid in front of us, then we start expanding and we start opening up different doors, Denise. Matt sometimes acts as though his English is not the best.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
You can tell we're brother by now, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Only brother, you pick on each other like brothers. That's fine.
He was the light skinned one. He came onto the heat quicker than I did. He couldn't handle it anymore. So he left.
Sean, you ain't right.
Oh yeah, so click on the link that I sent you there, my dear, and you'll choose which of the payment option is best for you.
I will do PayPal.
PayPal. All right. So better yet, let me send you the invoice then. Text me your email, please.
Okay.
Yeah, text an email. And one of the good things I love about the card, guys, this is why to me the card is like selling water to a whale. Because when the whale is in the ocean, the whale needs water to survive. When a business person is out in the environment, they need to get their information out there. What better way to do it than with a digital card? Okay, it's a complete win-win situation. And all right, there we go. Got that. Copy. I see my beautiful Val and my beautiful Melissa in the building. Good evening. Is it Dana or Dinah?
Yep, it's Dana.
Dana, how are you? I love that laugh already.
I was just gonna say, great picture.
Thank you.
Before I get yelled at, hey Val, hey Melissa.
Oh, smart guy.
Hey,
Guys, welcome Denise to the family. She's one of our new partner already. And I'm gonna get on to Dana and see what's going on. Is it Dana or Dinah?
Yep, it's Dana.
All right, Dana. Dana, tell us. First of all, let's clap for Denise first. There we go. With her, Denise came with her bigger gloves. Let's go. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dana.
Well, first and foremost, I definitely stumbled upon this room at the right time. I will not tell you that before I came into this room, I'm sitting here like I need business cards by Sunday. And I'm on freaking Vistaprint like, is this crap going to get here by And I see this in the hallway. I was like, what is this 10K cards, right? So, I'm the finance girl. So anytime I see 10K something, the numbers start going off in my head. And I come in here and I hear Big Matt over here talking about digital business cards. I was like, God, you must be listening to me right now.
Wait, can you just say Big Matt again?
Okay, now you now go to bed.
So you gave Denise the whole rundown. I think every question she had was similar to what I was going to ask about, how fast I can get my business card up and going. And listen, you can definitely go ahead and invoice your girl right now, because I'm
loving you already.
Wait, are you saying because you heard me explain to Denise you love it?
Yes.
Okay, Sean, you know where Matt going with that.
Yeah,
I know where Matt's going with it, and I ain't been here 5 minutes.
And I did hear the brotherly love in here, so Sean was definitely explaining a little bit more.
Matt, do you hear what Dana's going with that?
Hey, listen, it's after 11 o'clock. Can I be like, that's fucked up?
But for Matt, I gotta tell you that I already looked at your profile and I was like, that's my boy right there. We need to talk about some short sales, but let me not digress.
All right. Hey, just remember, you're always one click away, kid.
I'm like, okay. Everything that you explained to Denise was so on point. I was already on the website before you said, let me send her an invoice. I was like, oh, let me wait for my invoice then. So I didn't touch anything.
I love it. What you'll do, the team is already working on the card for you, Dana. Just go on the front channel and send me your email. I'll put together the invoice for you in the meanwhile. Also, guys, full disclosure. When I met Matt, the energy was so good, the energy was so pure. When he saw the product and he became addicted to it, Matt was bothering me so much with excitement. I just had to connect him to one of my executive team. So instead of him bothering me, he can go directly. I created a direct channel for him. And about 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago, Matt? About 2 days ago.
Yeah,
so I'll give them the long story, Matt.
Good.
So, I speak to Matt, I speak to his beautiful wife, Mary. Obviously, Matt was the lucky one when I spoke to his wife. I don't know what the hell Mary got, but Matt got married. So, as I'm speaking to Matt, we got into some personal stuff, and Matt is truly a truly nice guy. And he's been screwed over. Oh, it's after 11, right, Matt? Yeah, he's been fucked over several times. So, because he's been screwed over several times, he kind of have trust issues. So I said, Matt, 2 things. A, I'm here to support you however you need me to support you. It's not a problem. And Matt literally push and drive like it is his own company. And Matt is not getting a penny over the 20% that we do with our partnership program. But what Matt didn't know about me is that when I'm working with someone, I'm looking to find their heart. So last night, I made a decision with Matt that we're going to go 50-50 on a few ventures that we're involved in. So Matt is going to have up to 10 companies that we're going to be promoting the digital card with. And we're going to be 50-50 partners on those 10 companies. Matt, what do you want to share to the audience with that discussion we had?
I will tell you that I was driving home from a business meeting and I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say. I like to joke around. I like to have a good time. It's all fun and games, joking around, but that really, like, I didn't cry, but, you know, that's emotional. That is someone that sees, you know, the value that I'm bringing, and I think Sean gets it. And if you guys are serious about helping people and building a business, and I guess drive Sean crazy like I drove him crazy, then I think that, you know, something like that can happen for you too. Listen. I was adding, I was giving, I was contributing the B2B section. I said, Sean, this is what we need to do. This is a great idea. Let's do this. And Sean loved it, and Sean implemented it. And I know there's a lot of people that are using. I know Melissa sometimes when she moderates the room, she gives me credit for the B2B. It's one big happy family, and listen, I mean, I run 2 other companies, and people are laughing because I'm doing this, but then they're like, hey, you know what? Can I get a card? And I'm like, yeah, you gotta buy it, but you can get a card, you build it, you know. So it's side money that's turning into real money. But first and foremost, the message is so clear with this digital card. And for Sean to actually see it and see that I was serious about helping, it blew me away.
And the biggest thing I want you to remember about this, man, is you had no clue what was coming. You had no promise of what we spoke about. And I didn't want you to think that, one second there, invoice has been canceled. Okay. First of all, guys, shout out to Denise. I just want to give a quick shout out to Denise. Denise is so crazy. I told Denise I was going to send an invoice. The woman couldn't even wait to get a damn invoice.
Let's go the link. There was a payment method. I paid.
I love it, Denise. I love it. You're my kind of people. Dana, I'll send you. Did you send me your email? Just send me your email on the. Oh, geez. What's going on this evening? God damn it. Yeah, Matt, I think I'm really finding a bias for doing business with women. Women do not wait to make payment, bro.
What happened?
Denise, I told this young lady send me her invoice or email. She did it, and I'm the one who's playing. I was taking too long with Denise. Denise already made her damn payment. But okay, I'm coming really quick. Sorry, 1 second.
Sean, there's new people in the room, so let me just bring this up because I think it will add value. Tonight I went out and I met with 3 people that I had gone to high school with. So I haven't seen these people in like 20 some odd years. So 2 of them, one of them followed me on Facebook. The other one just started following me. The other one doesn't even really do social media. Well, story short, we're talking about business, whatever. One of the girls says, hey, can I get your business card? And I said, yeah, sure. I said, bring your camera up. She goes, what? I said, bring your camera up. And she looked at me weird. I'm like, I'm not going to flash you. Bring your camera up. She brings it up, and I pull the QR code on my digital card. She scans it. She goes, oh, my God. She goes, that's awesome. The other girl sits next to her. She goes, oh, my God, let me see that. And I said, here, scan it. All 3 of them scan it. They're like, oh, my God, I love it. All right, cool. So I said, give me your business cards. 2 of them gave me their cards. One of them was like, I don't have a business card. I'm like, you don't have a business card? I said, what if you lost out on an opportunity? I go, do you have one in your car? She goes, yeah. She got up and ran to her car. I should have videotaped you, Sean. You would have laughed. She comes back. She gives me her card. It literally says her company name, her phone number, and her email on it. The other 2 people have professional cards. One of them is a real estate agent. The girl who had the card, all it had on it was the company name, phone number, and email address. She runs a limousine company. And the other girl does management for buildings in New York City. So I'm sitting there, the back office is taking care of it. My boy John takes care of everything, sends it back, send it over. They love it. The girl at the limousine company goes, "Oh my God, how did you pull all this information up about my company?" Then she starts telling me her business model. I was blown away. She goes, "Matt, do you know how many people that would want this card, that need this card?" I go, "Yeah, I do actually." Then the real estate agent says, "Hey, can you jump on one of the Zoom calls for me? Because we always have guests and come in." I said, "Yeah, sure." "How many people usually come on?" Because we usually get about 100 to 150 people on a Zoom call. The maintenance girl for the maintenance in New York City for the big buildings, she's like, "Oh my God," because I know so many people here. What's the point of the story? I bought dinner tonight and I'm invoicing it to Sean, and Sean's paying for dinner tonight.
Done. Next.
Do you guys understand how powerful this digital card is? It's pulling every section of social media that you have, and it's literally pulling it into one section. So every power of social media you have is in one spot. When you have a website, websites are nice. They're all right. Landing pages, they're all right. But the digital card, it literally takes everything and puts it into one spot. Who doesn't agree with me? Raise your hand.
It's almost like you're waiting for someone not to agree with you.
That's right.
Man, it was so funny. I have to shout out Valley today. Valley literally posted a picture of a digital card today online, right? Mm-hmm. Valley, you know Lisa? Yeah, you know Lisa Carter. I wonder if Valley's there. So when Valley posted her image online, one of the members from Lisa's team called immediately and said, "I want to upgrade."
I'm here.
Okay, so Valley,
That's funny.
When you posted your card online, right? Someone within your team already had the card, and then when she saw yours, she called it. She upgraded to the premium version because she said a lot of people is trying to buy the card from her. In fact, she said a few people already bought the card and she does not want to miss out anymore. So she upgraded immediately after seeing yours. How do you respond to something like that?
I don't know what people waiting on. People giving out. I mean, just like what Matt was saying, you run into your car to get a car. By the time you get back, the lead or if it's declined, they don't walk off. They don't move on to somebody else.
There you go. And one of the things I like about you, Valley, and I will always give you your flowers. When the card came out and Valley saw the features, she was not playing. Valley's like, "Sean, let me know what you have available. I want everything." I was like, "God damn, is someone crazy or something?" But the reality of the situation is, what inspired you, Valley, to go all out when it comes to promoting your business? Let's talk about that. I want to see where it's coming from.
There was another room last night. I don't know, I be in so many clubhouse streets, it's ridiculous. But there was another room last night or the day before, and they were talking about accountability and trading your time for money. And at the end of the day, like Matt was saying, having everything in one place, the card is sexy, and I'm into sexy stuff. I like nice shoes, I like jewelry, so I like everything nice. So the digital card just accents everything about my brand and what I want it to look like when you look at my brand. And it is attractive. So people are attracted to nice things, and people are nosy. I'm nosy. So if I see something that's nice, I'm going to check out what you have on there. And my time is valuable. So now I don't have to be chasing you down. I don't have to be trying to look for a pen. I don't have to try to grab a piece of paper, remember what I did with the paper, flip through my notes while I was in my car all day. Now I can just shoot things out and then niche down into what's important to me for my business. And so I say that over and over and over. You have to know what your product is. You have to know whether you're selling something. We're all in here. We're all selling something, whatever that is. So if you don't really know your brand, you don't know what you're trying to do, then the card kind of is just a nice card. But if you really look at the benefit of the card, how are you going to use the card? The card is to be used strategically. I mean, and I get it. Sometimes you have to kind of really sit and think about that. But that's the benefit of the Blue Diamond. So yeah, okay, it's $100 here, $100 there, but damn, by the time you spend $100, you can't get all that stuff on a printed card without it looking all clustered together. And who got time for that? So invest a couple of $100, get niche down into your business, get it all in one place, and be done with it. And for what is it, $100 a year? Look, the money's so minute to me. Is it $100 a year? Is it $10 a year? You can't beat that. How many times have you buying business cards over and over and over and over? Oh my God, stop it already. You know, it's just like now, you know, we all should be, besides Clubhouses, we're all getting used to Clubhouse. I've been here now a couple of months. But TikTok, there's so many social media platforms. The white pages, the yellow pages, those things are long gone. They never coming back. So if we're not keeping up with the digital world that we're living in, we're getting left behind. So the digital card is just right up in there. That's what I got to say.
Love it,
So
love it, love it.
He would say it's the only way to go.
Love it, love it. And you see, when people are winning at the highest level, is because they're actually making the commitment to win. And it's so funny. People who are winning are willing to spend more to win even more. And the ones that's not winning is counting the freaking pennies. You know, how do we break that down, guys? Let's have that discussion for a second. And also, welcome to Dana. Dana already sent her card over. She is not playing. Dana, the team is working with you and Denise. And I'm going to tell you, any guy on the platform that's a little offended right now, that's your goddamn business. I find a woman maker pull the trigger much faster than guys. Can someone tell me about that? Let's have that conversation. I'm going to piss a few guys off now.
When we see something that we want, we know how to value it. It's not hard.
Love it. I love that. In your opinion, Matt, who did you find pull the trigger faster, men or women?
100% women.
What bullshit did you get from the guys?
Well, this is how I look at it, and either the women are going to agree with me or they're going to disagree. Men are always like, you know what? Let me think about it. I don't have enough. I gotta ask my business partner. I gotta ask my wife. I'm like, what? Don't you want a business? You gotta ask your wife. Well, we're partners. So let me ask you a question. When you go out and you go out to lunch and you take out a client, do you ask your wife to take the client out to lunch? No, it's business. How much you spend on the lunch? Oh, it depends. Anywhere between $50 to $300. I said, you got to ask your permission from your wife to purchase something that's a write-off, just like the lunch? I don't understand. So, yes, I would say guys are like 30%. I would say women are probably 70% of my sales immediately.
Plus, like Val said, the card is beautiful, right? It's so aesthetically pleasing. It is beautiful. It's clean. It's chic. I think that may be another part of why it just appeals to women so strongly.
Absolutely. It's like buying a pair of shoes and then you say to the salesperson, do you have a purse to match?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's right.
Nelly, you absolutely
and that's what we've been doing. Like,
exactly how I look at this. I'm like, dang, that's
perfect example.
Nice shoes right there.
How can I accessorize?
Absolutely.
And that's what we did when we looked at it. And because I remember I was like, well, can I get my lead magnet on it? And can I get this too? And oh my God, will it do this? Mine was the same.
I love it. Oh man, I love it.
How it streamlines your life. I mean, just think if you have a meeting and 9 out of 10 people have this card, right? Who's the one person you forgot about at the end of the day? Because everybody else just got saved in my contacts and it's all right there. And I'm thinking about it just from a user standpoint. I'm all about the simplicity and the streamlining. So I'm going to be trying to get everybody I know to use the card.
There you go. And the one thing I like about it is it literally make your life easier. And this is what I mean. If you're making a presentation and you want to tell someone exactly where to go and what to find about what you just said, it's all on the card. So there's no more, let me email this to you. I'll text that over. I'll mail it to you. What is all this? No. Here you go. Have a great day. Next. And in our line of business, guys, I would always recommend put it all in front, put it all on your card. Have your clients take a look at it. They're either for you or they're not. End of story. And you just keep it moving. One of the secret to our success, guys, we literally plan on going after 8 billion members, everyone in the world. So if you said no, next. You said no, next. You said no, next, until we find all the yes. And that's our strategy when it comes to acquiring clients. Let's welcome really quick Bianca with a big smile, and Abe is laughing hilariously at what he's hearing on the stage this evening. So Bianca, you first, sweetheart. How are you? Welcome to the stage.
Hi, thank you. I'm doing good. It's actually really late at night. I'm not supposed to be, I guess, making a lot of noise because I have family sleeping and stuff. But this competition was super interesting to me. And I'm guessing, Sean, you're the creator of 10KCARDS.
You know, I like to hide behind. I like to say it's Matt, so I get less attention.
Yes. Yes.
I'm the founder, the CEO, the shareholder, own a company with no debts on it. And the reason I say this is not to brag, but to inspire you, that if you want to change the world, you absolutely can. But be willing to put in the work, have a clear vision, and be driven by the right intentions. And once you put all those things together, God is going to find a way to say, you know what? I see you. How can I serve?
That's awesome. Well, right now they all were speaking, and I was looking through all of y'all's cards, so I was comparing y'all stuff, how y'all have it set up, what links do y'all have, and everything. And honestly, it does look awesome. You know how the girls were saying, like, it's aesthetically pleasing. It is. It is. And the one thing that popped into my head, because I'm barely finding out about these 10K cards when I started getting into some real estate business, is what do you think? Do you think that, because what I've been seeing a lot of real estate people have is Linktree. So do you think that a bunch of those people are coming over here, or do you think that they're going to try to change their format to you or something? Or
so not only they're coming over, but anyone that's stuck there, it's like being stuck in a bad marriage with a horrible sex. So if you think your sex life is worth it, and if you think your sex life matters, you definitely want to consider 10KCARDS. Now, here's one of the things that we're launching for our partners.
Wait a minute, she can't use an analogy. Can you give her something else?
Which one did you? It's after midnight. Well, it's almost midnight, and she's definitely over 18. Young lady, are you over 18?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have it here for a second. God damn. The tissue almost scared me there. I was like, oh crap, what did I just do? So basically, Linktree is cool, and so were the dinosaurs when I was a kid reading storybooks. But then as I got older, I heard of Elon Musk, and I heard of spaceship going to the moon and outer space. So what 10KCARDS is literally doing is we're moving ahead of the pack. We're studying what the clients are looking for, what they're asking for, and then we're fulfilling those needs and desires even before the customer even recognizes that they wanted it. And that's our secret of success. There's no one else that's going to study the needs and the want of our clients and deliver it before they even come and ask for it. So that's our main focus. And why am I so driven? Because I do believe entrepreneur is the ticket out. And if you want to be really free, you want to actually be in charge of your own destiny. And no offense to anyone in the W-2 situation right now, but if the W-2 situation is not a temporary transaction, you may need counseling or you need to come and check our 10-day challenge. Because if you really want to be the master of your destiny, you want to be in charge of your own income. Being a W-2 employee is fine, it's cute. It can be a start to where you want to go, but don't let it be your final destination.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, actually. I guess, transitioning, and I'm very scared about that. But I see all of y'all. I've heard a bunch of y'all speak in other rooms as well. But I'm starting to learn about. I'm a newbie, and I'm starting to learn about wholesaling, and I'm starting off there because I don't need a license for that right now.
Bianca, I want to ask you 2 questions. Step 1, how old are you?
I'm 23, about to be 24, and I feel like I should be doing
Step
more
1,
with my life.
Step 1, you're a baby. You have so much time ahead of you, and you have so many healing that you can do compared to some of us. Step 2, do you have any kids as yet?
No.
All right. So you literally have nothing stopping you from taking all the chances in the world as being an entrepreneur. Do you have a good relationship with your mom and dad?
Yes, I do.
Okay, worst case scenario, you run broke, you can always go back and eat some food over there, and you can find a place to sleep. So what I want to share with you is you are in the prime time of your life right now to give it a go. Give it a go. Go all out. Not only study from all the stages you're on, but make notes and start taking your start with a plan of action. And if you really want to win big, you want to go take bold moves. You want to take bold moves. The small moves are cute for the people who normally finish 2nd and 3rd place. All right? But when your kid asks you, Mommy, can I be the best? And you make a mistake and say yes, and they ask, but why did you finish 2nd place? Oh, well, 1st place wasn't ready for me, I was more focused on finding you guys. No, that's a lie. So if you can push for 1st, Bianca, go for 1st place. Are you okay with being 1st place?
Yes, phenomenally great with that.
All right. So that wouldn't really bother you at nights. Keep you up at nights wondering who came in 2nd or why they came in 3rd? No?
No, I want to be the best, honestly. I'm scared of making this step because it's an unknown realm. I don't know.
And that's exactly why you want to take those steps, because it is the unknown. If you knew everything that was going to happen,
you could just go back to work. Worst thing could happen, it don't work out. You just pick up your face and keep walking, keep running. And absolute worst thing, you can always go back to work. But you'll never know if you don't take that jump. I love to say we need to stop feeding our fears. Stop feeding your fears. Get out there and make it happen. We've all been there, but you'll never know if you just don't jump. Feed your faith and starve your doubts. You got it reversed right now.
And I will tell you, I did it like at 40 something, and it is a different story because I've got all this history that I've been unlearning because everything I thought, go get the job, blah 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 blah, isn't true. That's not the key to success, and it's not the key to wealth. And I was successful at what I was doing, but it wasn't yielding me what I wanted. And so I had to start over. It's not been an easy journey, but it's worth it, and I wouldn't go back.
Wow, and you know what? I think I've gotten a little bit. I've always had it in me that how you were speaking about being getting the more out of your business. A lot of people are here are business owners, and I've always had that in me that I wanted to be a business owner. Not only that, but just I've always dreamt about passive income because honestly, I feel like I wasn't meant to be here to just be working. Like I want to live life, but to live life, I gotta bust my ass, work, get money. Get out of the cycle paycheck to paycheck, right? So I'm a musician, I'm a vocalist. So I started off there, and then it was hard in the music industry. And then I started doing life insurance, and then I ran out of my warm market. People weren't answering, no closing business, nothing. So I switched, and now I'm starting this other business with my partner. He wants to do pressure washing. I'm doing that, but it's so slow, and I feel like it's a lot of time invested for a little return. So
ouch. Well said. Bianca, 2 things. I want to introduce Michaela and Abel really quick. I just touched on Abel's bio and realized that we actually made a car for him in the past. I just want to touch base with him and see what's up with that.
Yes, sir.
Also, I want the entire stage to pour into you. When I was 13 years old, I started a car wash, and it is a freaking labor-intensive situation. For my ego, I was gonna actually own like the biggest car wash in the end, but that ROI was just not making sense to me. So the digital world is where I'm going to hang out for a couple of decades. And, yep. But before I go there, Michaela, give me a quick permission. Captain Abel, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How's it going?
Absolutely amazing. I tapped in your profile just now. I saw them, I'm like, wait a minute. recognize this guy.
We talked a while back, and I had pinged you. I appreciate you hooking me up with this, making it for me. I was about to respond earlier because I go, something in me said I need to get a card, and then I remember connecting with the room. It was super late. It was one of these late nights, brother. So it was probably my fault. Somewhere along the way, I didn't connect, and then I go, oh yeah, Sean's gonna help, make it easy for me. I just connected it to my Insta profile, and I'm rolling. So I'm ready. Look at that.
There you go. Take action now.
Yeah, thanks for the chat. I remember, and I'm like, oh, here we go. So
I love it.
Hey, I'm ready to go. I don't know what I need to do, but make it happen. And now you've made it simple for us. So
not a problem.
I love your bio. Your bio is awesome. I love that. It took you 10 years to get that a small amount of doors, and then in 2 years, it's like your business just blew up.
Oh yeah. It's one of the things that Sean mentioned was God blessed me a ton. So I have to agree and say 100%. That's what it was. But the effort and time, energy, Bianca, you don't have to do wholesaling if you don't want to, and you don't have to move slow if you don't want to. You're a child of the King. You can make big moves, and it's amazing. So yeah, its fear will be there. Obviously, just set it aside for a moment. Just keep rolling.
Love it.
I love it.
Thank you.
And one of the things I'm really hoping that you will take from this, that's going to happen this evening, Bianca. You're going to have a lot of people on stage here with a lot of experience and a lot of, let's call it bruises. That's going to really pour into you. Don't allow your ego or your reality of today to take away what you can receive this evening. And I'll tell you what I mean when I say that. When I was young and I was actually doing car wash, a lot of wiser folks told me, they're like, Sean, you were designed to go sell buildings. What the heck are you doing? And, that was just my reality. I was just like focused on being the best that I can be. So I would recommend that you listen to everything that will be poured into you on stage this evening and meditate on it. Really meditate on it thereafter. And you'll find all the answers that's right for you, okay? Sounds good?
Yes, sir. I'm here with an open heart and an open mind.
Beautiful. So let's get a few introductions out of the way, guys. And if, with your permission, I want you guys to let's take the opportunity to pour into Bianca this evening and inspire her as to why she is at the perfect age without any responsibility, in my opinion, to go out and actually conquer her dreams. And if she starts now, it can really develop something good for her. But before we go there, Michaela, introduce yourself, and then we go to Lawrence J. So, Michaela, go for it, and then you pass the mic over to Lawrence J. That's okay.
Great, thank you so much. Sorry for my low energy. I had a birthday this week on Monday. Then I had a death in the family, so I have been on a hiatus this week. So bear with me. Bianca, I turned 53 years old on Monday. And I can tell you about a roller coaster ride of experience for me from my teen. I started working when I was 16 years old. I have been working ever since. I would love to retire by time I'm 55. That is my goal. I can tell you that I have had many businesses along the way. I have been in many network marketing ventures. I have a bachelor's degree in journalism, a master's degree in marketing, and I have run the gamut of both of those industries. I have been in entertainment. So when you say you were a singer, a vocalist, and how difficult it is, I truly understand and can resonate with what you're saying about being in the entertainment industry. I have a son that is 24 years old, and he's a music producer, and he's gone through highs and lows in his business where, he can make $20,000 in 1 month and may not make a penny the next month. So I understand that. But what I can tell you that I know for sure, just like Valley said, You have to jump in. Even though your knees are knocking and your teeth are chattering, you have to jump in. And you have to know that God has you supported and that He is your net, He is your parachute, and He is your guide. So one thing I can say about the 10K cards is that Sean has been mentoring me since I got my 10K card. And I can tell you it has been a phenomenal, phenomenal experience. And did you say you had your 10K card already, Bianca?
No, I just found out about it this week, and then I found this room, and now I'm listening. So.
And so you already have the business concept and idea. You already have entertainment experience. So at the very least, you can put your contact information on this card because you're giving out that information anyway, no matter where you go, and you're selling yourself. Even if you had a job, you're selling yourself. Even when you interview for a job, you're selling yourself. So don't ever think that you don't do sales. Everyone does sales. And you just have to have enough faith and confidence in yourself that this is a winning idea. This is your time for you. And you have nothing but the sky is the limit right now because you have no children. You have no husband. And you have a support system like Sean said. You have your parents that you can lean on if you need to. So jump in, sweetheart. Jump in. Take a risk. There's a risk in everything that we do. And if the risk does not work, you can pivot and take another risk. You get to choose. It's all about your choices. You get to choose. You get to choose happiness or you get to choose pain. You get to choose success or you get to choose failure. But don't be fearful of failure because you're going to have to fail many times before you find success. So understand that this is the time, like Sean said, this is the time right for you. You haven't even hit 30 yet. You are in the prime of your life. I know you're probably happy. The sky is the limit. Everything is open for you right now. You know, I say there's a fork in the road and you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose one way or the other. You're not going to be able to stand still because guess what? When you walk, you have to move. You can't just stand still. So you're going to have to make a choice. And I think this is a prime time for you to make a choice. And I wish you much success in all that you do. And this is Michaela, and I pass the baton over to Lawrence.
Hello there, friends with an identity now. That's the way I feel. I feel like I've been building a persona for 32 years. But when anybody asks me what I do, I just kind of stand there and I say, well, if you don't know, then we probably shouldn't do business together. But I took a slightly different attitude. I talked to Sean briefly and realized that so much of what I'm doing, he's doing, except I'm doing it 1,000 times over and over again. He figured out a way to do it once. Coupled with what I believe is a genuine dude. Am I wrong, Sean?
Buddy, you couldn't be more right. Let me double check with my mom.
I mean, like, this is a real dude. Like, he's got a way. He figured out a way. I didn't need Microsoft or Amazon or anything. He figured out a way to bring me dozens of clients. And I didn't say millions or thousands because I don't want 1,000. The ones that come to me after exploring me through this platform are people who are looking for answers. And, I love Sean's energy. And if it wasn't 12 o'clock at night I wasn't slightly medicated, getting ready for bed, I'd be excited too. But what I will not allow to pass is just to tell you in the last 48 hours, Sean, and just so you all know this, I got a bunch of football players interested in this. And so, like, there's a whole bunch of things that you may see Sean at the Super Bowl. I mean, this is how simple it is. And so when you have a dream or have an idea, stick with it hard. But more importantly, and this is what Sean has shown us and other people like Curtis, Guy, Travis, and other folks that are out there in the motivational world, is don't quit. Ask advice, perfect your product, because it might suck, but don't quit. And so I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll be back with you, Sean, tomorrow. Got a bunch of funnels going in tomorrow. If anybody doesn't know how funnels work, Sean, you want to do a funnel thing?
Absolutely. Let me ask you, what's your schedule? Today's Wednesday. What's your schedule for the rest of the week?
I'm taking my mom to the doctor, and Friday is clear.
Friday is clear? Yeah. Let's build funnels on Friday. So are you okay doing a master class on Friday?
I am not, but I was going to go fishing.
Fishing? Perfect. So what time are we doing the master class on Friday?
Let's direct it. I'll chat with you.
All right, so let's schedule it, and I'll tell you why. If there's a way for us to deliver more value to the audience, I'll definitely be interested. And to be honest with you, whenever I go to a masterclass like yours with building funnels, all I do is sit from the beginning to the end, wondering how we can collaborate together and do a deal. That's all.
And that's why I bring Travis. I bring Travis Davison, Dr. Travis. He's got like 150 existing funnels that he will Instagram to you.
Okay.
And that way, if you don't understand funnels, forget about searching engine optimization and all that other stuff. Think about people find you, tell you what they want, and eventually you sell a whole bunch of stuff to them. And so
there we go.
Building a relationship. So why don't we chat offline, and then we can schedule a thing.
All right, absolutely. But in full disclosure in front of everyone, you have my cell phone number. The best way to get in touch with me is to dial that damn number.
I do. You guys all take it easy, and you know, I get the opportunity to spend some time during the day with some groups that really are, you know, about the mindset. And so when you have the tools, it's so much better to have the mindset. And so the first thing I do whenever I'm in a business, what do? Print the business card. And so everything radiates from your identity. And so that's why I applaud this so very much. And I think we all need to share it with our friends. It's a tremendous portal. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later, Sean.
You got it, buddy. Have a great one. Get some rest. I'm sending positive energy after you and your mom. Everything is going to be fine. She's going to remember why you're her favorite son. And yeah, life is good. Okay? Definitely talk with you tomorrow. And we're going to set up a nice value-added class.
Yeah,
where we can come add some value to the team. Okay, brother?
You got it, bud.
You got it. Now, let's get back into pouring into beautiful Bianca. So, Dana, did you check your messages? Check your back channel, Dana. Dana's all. I think she just look how she's laughing. All right. So while Dana is getting over her.
Sorry, I was trying to get the bomb sound effect over here.
That's right.
Bad. I was trying to get the bomb sound effect.
I love it. Now, what would you share with the audience that you're looking at right now?
So, man, I can't even describe in words how this just streamlined my whole entire life. Like, I spent 2 hours on freaking Vistaprint wasting my time trying to order cards, and then this room came up. So I'm so grateful. But what I see here is everything. I have everything that I do. I have my the business is there. My giveaways are there. Calendar is there. Man, this just totally blew my theme color is here. It's like totally, I had to find the bomb because it was like, what just happened that fast? So Sean, I don't know what happens in your brain up there, but keep it going, man. I can't wait to share this with so many people. And I think just thinking about how, you know, this whole process came about, going back to how we're pouring into Bianca, which my son will be 25 on Friday. So Bianca, all I can tell you, my young sister, okay, that's STAR, is the fact that you're showing up in spaces and places like this, you're already ahead of the game. You're learning at a rapid pace outside of a classroom by real people doing real stuff, right? I love what my brother Abel said to you, because you are a child of the Most High, which means you are already equipped. Everything you need to succeed, you already have. And what happens sometimes when we transition from that elementary child and we go into a little bit of our adulthood, fear starts to set in because of other people's opinions. So what I want to recommend to you, my darling, my friend, my girl that's going to rock this out. Number one, protect your ear gates from the things that you do not need to hear. Block out the negative, protect your ear gates. Number two, set your boundaries, girl. People are going to come at you every different way. That's the universe's way of testing you to see if you're true to this and that you're really going to stick to it. So set your boundaries. Number three, write your goal, write the vision, make it plain, and continue to write it. Number four, journal your journey now. Start journaling that journey right now. Journal exactly what it is that you're feeling right now, because when you go back 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 6, 10 years from now, the person you are today, you're going to be like, wow, look at the growth that I've gone through. And I think it was my friend Miss Shayla that said, you know, failing is okay. Failing is just you going forward. I always say fail forward. There's really no failure. It's just a lesson. Society tells us that we're failing because we don't do the things that they want us to do. But what you haven't done is decided that you're going to sign up for that 40-40-40 plan. And I'm so proud of you for doing that at 23. Girl, you're going to rock this whole game out. You got Sean on your side, everyone in this room on your side, and you're hanging out in the clubhouse streets, which we didn't have back then, especially women, right? We didn't have this type of camaraderie. We didn't have a big sister saying, listen, I'm going to take your hand and I'm going to support you. It's not going to be easy, but I promise you in the end, it's going to be so worth it. I donated my job back. It'll be almost 4 years now. And I say I donated it back to the economy because I knew me closing that door for me was opening the door for someone else who needed that. And not everyone needs to move out of a typical 9 to 5, but you have it already. You have the thirst, you have the hunger, the mindset of an entrepreneur. Hang tight to that, and you are going to do far more and exceedingly above what you're even dreaming right now. So that's why you got to journal that journey, girl, and come back in here and let us know exactly what you're doing, how we can help. I wish you nothing but abundant success. Stay connected. This is Dana, and I yield my mic.
Wow, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. Like, y'all are so giving. Y'all don't understand how, I don't know. Y'all are very generous with y'all's words, with your time, just being here. I am literally, I don't even have that green star looking thing, and y'all are talking to me like y'all already know me. I feel like I know y'all.
You know,
and I appreciate that.
You know when you get a green star thing, Bianca? When you become a partner of 10KCARDS. Do you know what it means to be a partner of 10KCARDS?
No, I don't.
It means that when you promote your business and people say, wow, that's a pretty cool digital card you have there, how can I get one? When they purchase one, you'll get 20% of that transaction. And one of our best-selling products is a premium card. It's only $300. And when the client purchases that card, every time someone purchases a card from them, they actually make 20% commission. So that's $60 every time someone like your card. Exactly.
That's crazy. You're like awesome. You're helping people and helping yourself, and it's just super smart.
It's the only way to the top. Now, here's my question to you. When do you think you'll be in the market to get yourself one of the premium cards?
Financially.
The mere fact that you asked that question, that means we need to go to work on your mindset now. So here's the next question. They mention information, knowledge, wisdom, you having the right tools to move forward. You remember that part of conversations?
Yes.
How about if I tell you I'm gonna DM you right now my access to 1,000+ books on Audible?
What?
Are you familiar with Audible?
Yes. Yes.
All right. How much books do you have in your account so far?
Oh no, I have physical books in my house.
Not a problem. So I'm gonna send you my Audible login. It has 1,001 books actually. Cause today I was at 996, and that was just pissing me off. So I kind of have to get above the 1,000 just so I can say I have in excess of 1,000 books in Audible. So I'm going to send you that access this evening. And actually, anyone in the audience that actually want access to my Audible book, just DM me the words Audible. DM me the word Audible, and I will send you the access. No strings attached. Just when you learn from the book and you get better, wiser, stronger, just reach back and help someone. That's all I ask of you. That takes care of that. Next thing, Bianca, I'm going to give you one of the basic cards as a gift, but I want you to work the card and I want you to start getting some customers in so you can actually upgrade your version. I personally do not give away the premium version because if you want to be wealthy, you're going to have to put in the work to become wealthy.
Yes, sir. Understandable.
If you want to be rich, you're going to have to make that decision. And you're going to have to put in the work to actually make it to the finish line, all right? We're going to be here to coach you, guide you, help you, no problem. But the hard work is going to be dependent on you, all right?
Thank
so I already
you
have the team working. You're welcome. I already have the team working on the card for you. And the card is going to represent you as best as possible. In fact, I'll send you the link because you have limited information out there. And we'll get you the basic version to start. And as soon as you are ready, then you're going to upgrade to the premium and actually start making some big bucks together with us. Sounds good?
Yes, this sounds great. Thank you so much. I was not expecting that at all.
You are welcome, my dear. Now I'm going to unmute. You see Valley pull her mic and she pull her bag, sorry. And she's ready to give you a nice little sit down with her bag. All right, I'm not getting involved in that one as yet. So I'm taking my mic off. Girls, someone is up next. Wait a minute. Did Abe? Oh, I'm so sorry. You first, Denise.
No, I just want to say I got my card. It looks amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to the team. It's rocking. Bianca, I was off doing something else. I didn't hear what all you shared, but I can tell by these ladies and gentlemen who are pouring into you. Sister, I was you at one point, okay? You got to go where God leads you. You got to do what you are supposed to do. You were here for a purpose. And sometimes it takes growing, maturing, and that isn't just, in the business world and all that, but also spiritually. That is the foundation for what you do if you're a believer. And so I just want to encourage you to stay plugged into God, stay plugged into some godly women and men who will mentor you along the way. who will give you sound advice. I just want to give you some encouragement. That's all. So this is Denise, and I'm off to Ignite.
Thank you, ma'am.
So tell us, after all those jewels dropped on you at my time, it's 11 o'clock in the evening, what are you going to do that you're going to take action? Tell us something. Tell me one thing that you're going to do that you're going to take action on, besides listening to that free Audible book. You can't use it.
Honestly, I don't know where to run. I just know that I have to start running because I feel like I've been stalling. I think I've been, I don't know, just scared. And I'm tired of being scared. Like, I want to wake up and I think I'm going to start by believing in myself more. That what's the worst that can happen? I have to start there. And I want to share the word, because if people don't know who I am and what I'm trying to do, how is that going to work at all? And then I just got a card, so that's going to be even better, sharing who I am. And I think it was Michaela saying about selling yourself, that you're always selling yourself. Honestly, I think just sharing the word, because I've been hiding in my social media. I have it private. I kind of tell only friends here and there, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm just going to go all in and just say, I am going to do this. And
how long
actually,
have you been on Clubhouse?
I've been here since February, but back then I wasn't even thinking about any kind of doing my own business or becoming an entrepreneur or anything like that. Seriously, no. But now that I have met, or I've heard so many people that have been so successful and they made it happen, and the community is just so close knit, I love it, and I want to be a part of it.
Well, I'm gonna suggest that you stay right here in these Clubhouse streets, because unlike YouTube University, you can't talk to nobody. You can't interact with anybody. And figure out exactly what you want to do, because you can get lost in these clubs and just be all over the place. So figure out what it is you think you want to do, niche down into one of those areas, get in those rooms, get you a notepad, start taking notes, get up on the stage like you are now, start asking questions, meet people. People will feed into you. You will be surprised how someone might grab you, like someone said, by the hand and take you. As I say, there's enough room at the top. We can all pull the wagon to the top. You just can't sit your ass in the wagon. You're going to help pull it, and there's enough room for all of us at the top. Get in these Clubhouse streets. Figure out where you build yourself a seat at the table. There's no reason why you can't do it. I'm doing it. Dana's doing it. Sean's done it. Abel's done it. Denise is doing it. You could do it too. Don't worry about being the smallest person in the room. If you're the smallest person in the room, that's where you want to be. You want to be around people who are doing bigger and better than you. Because if you're the only one that's doing bigger and better in your crowd, you ain't going very far. Okay? Well, so that's where you're going to start. Find you a room. Get in that room repeatedly, consistently, faithfully. Don't miss a beat. You get in those rooms.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I feel so welcome here. I think that's one of the hardest things for me. I think that it's not a good thing to be all over the place. I do need to find what I want to do, and I think that's going to be the hardest thing for me right now.
Here's the thing. Dana gave you a brilliant idea in terms of an action step, which is what Val is asking you to do. The first action that you can take is sit down with a pen and paper and write the vision. Write down the craziest thing that you think you want, a mention with a fleet of 10 cars. It doesn't matter. It's whatever comes up. And don't let anything stop you. Make it as big as you can possibly get it. The thing you do with that, though, is you keep that close to your heart. Do not share it with your friends. Do not share it with anybody that you think is going to challenge it. Because any level of fear that you're already sensing, they will compound that fear. But whatever is in your heart, that vision has been laid on your heart for a reason. And the reason is for you to bring it forth, not somebody else, you. So you start with that vision and you fall in love with it. And once you fall in love with that vision and you get connected to that vision, then you pray. Maybe you think of the universe, however way you do it, and you ask, what is my next right step? And you can write to that vision every day in terms of your own personal actions before you know the next thing.
Wow, I think it's been a while since I visualized what my dreams are. I feel like I've been stuck just working just to make it by, that I haven't given myself the time to sit down and dream. So I think that's part of my to-do list for tomorrow. Well, that's even better, because when you're working and you're doing shit you don't like, you're thinking to yourself, well, I should be on the beach somewhere. I should be you know what I mean? Like, right? So exactly. You can actually, as leverage to start the process. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be that huge. It can be small. The only thing that matters is what you want. There's a quote that I love by a man named Robert Fritz. He's a philosopher. And he says, it's not what the vision is, it's what the vision does. You have a vision of being a basket weaver. If that's your dream and that's what you want to do, that doesn't turn me on, but that's not important. What's important is that what that vision activates in you. And it will activate something and move you toward it. But it will pull you up to it. It will not come down to you. That's right. Yep, I have to do my own work. And honestly, I feel ready. I feel ready. I just feel...
Look, I'm still stuck on Abel's bio saying he went from 2 years, he went from 8 doors to 800 doors. Look, I'm still over here. Look, I'm still up here blinking my eyes like,
I'm happy to share.
Yeah, come let
Abel, the mic is yours. Before Abel take the mic is yours, I want to shout out Denise really quick. Denise came to the room this evening, bought the card, and already have a client to get one of the cards. I just had to shout her off that one, guys. So when most people are thinking, others are actually taking action now. With that said, Abel, there's no better intro for you to tell us about that 800 doors. The mic is yours, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So it's kind of that's the reason I say, Bianca, is you don't have to, dream small or go with a single family house if you don't want to, or power washing. You can make it happen on a bigger scale. So I've invested in real estate since 2008. Took me 10 years to buy those 8, maybe 10 houses were the most I ever had at one time. And when I moved from single family to commercial real estate, I found out there was this big, gigantic world that I was super afraid of, and I didn't jump into for 10 years. And that's the reason why I was buying single family houses and doing these transactions over and over and over again, was really because I was scared. I was fearful. I was worried. I was, I had a good paying job, and I was comfortable at the house. I was comfortable in my car. I was comfortable in my, with my children here at the house. And I was worried. I was fearful that if I took these bigger moves, I could lose it all. And that was my biggest fear. And then, really when we go back to it, it was like, wow, that fear was actually keeping me from doing our first $7 million deal, our next $26 million deal, our next bigger deals, 124 units, 268 units, 88, 42, 44. We're closing on another one. We launched our second fund where we literally raised millions of dollars from investors, and we buy bigger deals because we syndicate them and we pull everyone's capital together. And so everyone's buying a bigger deal together. The same amount of money that I would have taken to buy one single family house is what we can invest and be a part owner of a 124 unit deal together. So when you start pulling resources, kind of like I love our 10KCARDS, pulling the resources, pulling it all together in one focused arena, then you have, sometimes I have 35 or 40 investors that are all on one deal, and we're syndicating it, meaning just, have a legal document, legal agreement, syndication attorney helps us. we follow all these rules that all the smarter people than I am know how to put together, and we all put 50 grand in, you know, as an example, 50K or 100K, and some people put in more, and some people put in less, but we always have the equity, maybe $3 million on a $10 million loan. The bank gives us $8 million. We put 2 as a down payment, and then we use another $1 million for renovation, and then we hold it for a number of years, and then we sell it, and we have our exit. And that right there that's how I went from 8 to 800. We didn't do 800 transactions. We did like 8 of them, and they averaged out to 800, and that was it. And so essentially, if anybody needs help with that, you can go to my Insta, go to my 10K card now. I love it. I got to figure out how to do this premium thing now, Sean. But if you go there, you can see our podcast and our book and education, free content, free education. I've interviewed about 170 multifamily syndicators or operators, people like me, and I try to find the best possible people that I could, recorded their interviews, asked them how the heck they did it, listened to all of them, and then implemented or executed on their game plans. So it wasn't anything that I thought of myself. It was more so I just followed somebody else that was very successful. I did exactly what they did. I interviewed them, asked them how, implemented it, and now, because we've stressed ourselves a little bit to record the content, to have really amazing conversations and finding out how they went from 0 to 500 million or whatever they're at. Then I got to build relationships and partner with a lot of them. So those are my partners. Those are the people that I ended up partnering with on some of these big deals, because you can't do this stuff alone, or I can't do it alone rather. So it's not me. I'm not the sole owner. There's a ton of owners in each deal, so that's how we do it. We kind of partner all together and teamwork and make it happen. So that's how we went.
I love that. And you heard how Abel talked about the fear, just fear was holding back. And we all have been there. So, Bianca, there's a book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. It's a phenomenal book. Read it. It's in Sean's Audible books. It's by Napoleon Hill. It's called Outwitting the Devil. And that's exactly what it's talking about. When you outwit the devil by, taking your fears on, face forward, you start to win. I love that.
I'm writing it down in my notes. I have to read it.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's the C.S. Lewis book, right? Oh no, Napoleon Hill. Sorry, you said Napoleon Hill.
Yes, Napoleon Hill. Yeah, it's a great book.
I think I've heard the audio. Mm-hmm. It has both of their voices, right? Like the interviewer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that one. Sorry, also another one on the same mindset is the Screw Tape Letters. That's the one by C.S. Lewis. Same kind of same kind of writing where it's these dang little wise guys are messing with your head, and they're like, oh, they know exactly how to get it every single time. Put a little fear of losing his comfort. Put a little fear of losing something and messing the situation up, and we can keep him complacent. Is how those wise guys will do it. And then on the flip side, oh no, God says, don't fear. What? Don't fear. I'm here. I'm with you. All right. Okay. Well, great. If you big brother, creator is behind you, that's like, well, man, just act confident. Throw it down. And it doesn't happen overnight, but you start to flex these new muscles in your mind and your brain, and then you act differently, talk differently, do things differently, and then now you are that person that you dreamt about it and had dreams about it. You just kind of keep going. I'm working on it.
And Bianca, I'll tell you this. So if you'll go to my 10K card, there's a link there that says, let's find some time to talk. You can click on that and get on my calendar, and I will gift you a session. And what I want you to bring to the session is a form for you to fill out. But when it gets to the bottom, I want you to bring to the session the thing that you are fearing the most. Just whatever it is, just have it in mind, and then we'll work on that together.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. Some one-on-one session just so I could let go of all my fears. Yes. I'm about to actually, I'm following all of y'all on Instagram. I'm looking y'all up.
So Bianca, you can get on my Calendly, the link, and schedule a 30-minute call with me, and I will walk you through what you're gifted to do. So once you let go of those fears, then what are you going to do with it? What are you being called to do? I would be happy to have a session with you and see if we can get you some clarity, or at least a direction to get some clarity on that.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Y'all are blessing me right now. I can't believe it.
Oh, you're the devil mad tonight now. We confirm.
Denise, I'm about to shock Denise right now. Denise, I want you to go to Instagram. Denise, are you there?
And?
Yep. Okay, go to Instagram.
Okay.
Go to edit profile.
I don't know how to do that. Edit my profile. Okay.
Don't worry.
Hold on.
Take our time.
Edit profile. Okay.
It melted in like 30 seconds. So while you're on edit profile,
yes,
I want you to go to where the website should be.
Okay. I'm there.
And then type DeniseCard.com. DeniseCard.com. That should be right. Yep. Did you put it in already?
Oh my gosh! Did you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, that makes my day. Thank you.
You're welcome. So when you were telling me to get onto my calendar, my question is, how can she get onto my calendar if she can't click it?
Yeah, because you can't click it from the bio.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm clicking on it.
Look how simple that was.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Now, Abel, you're welcome, sweetheart. Abel, I already secured Abel's card, ABELSCARD. However, give us about 2 hours to connect it properly and have it, circulate around the network. And also, I got Abel 10K as well for you. So you can use them interchangeably. So depends on which audience you're in, how you want to represent yourself, you can say, hey guys, click on Abel's card or click on Abel 10K. One of the good news about having the 10K next to your name, guys, when you are in an environment that you realize is a 10K environment, you can leverage your card and your name to really connect to the audience much deeper. Okay, what's your thoughts on that, guys? Not all at once, guys. Not all at once.
I love it.
All right, there we go. There you go. Dana, yours is being linked as well. Okay, Queen?
Thank you so much.
Your profile picture is cracking me up the way you're laughing. Everything she laughs at, I love it.
The science behind that is I'm an omnivert, so the extrovert in me came out in this photo and not the introvert.
Which is perfect, by the way. And it's so good that you mentioned that. Awesome. It's so good that you mentioned that because one of the things that a card can do, it actually taps into the extroverted side of even an introvert. Because when you put everything all in one place and someone come across your card, like, wow, this person's a rock star. And that person might be one of the scariest human beings on the planet. But with the card, you wouldn't be able to tell.
That is not a selling point. That's not a selling point.
I'll say it again. If you're an introvert, the card will make you appear to be an extrovert. Extroverts close more sales, yes or no?
Yes.
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 All right. Letitia, what else do you want me to sell you?
So let me ask a question to the room now that my card is looking like so sassy over here. So how are we using our cards in our Clubhouse bio? Should I put it at the top of my bio? Should I put it toward the middle of my bio?
Okay, so step one, so when I'm finished linking your customized domain, then I would recommend you actually put it onto your Instagram and on your Clubhouse bio. So in about an hour or two, I'm going to have yours linked along with Abel's card. And then I would recommend you put it at the top. Why? The bio is a connection to everything that you are. Everything. And when someone goes to your bio, if they didn't get a chance to retain everything from your bio and they remember your card, they'll be able to access your Clubhouse bio from your card.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I actually agree with that because as soon as I went to Bally's, I don't know if that's how you spell your name, ma'am, but hers is on the top, and automatically I looked it up.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to close deal, so get right to it right now, quick.
I love it. Love it. Oh yeah. So
And
I'm gonna go on mute. Sorry, what was that?
no, it's good, Sean. I don't understand what you mean from the links or how to edit the links, but the one that you made me was legit. So
Love it.
how do I actually log in and change some of the links and stuff like that?
Perfect. So I'm sending you the I'm sending you a link to the concierge team right now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's right in your back channel.
Okay.
Also, what I'll do for you, Abel, I'm sending you. I got you the 2 custom links already, and I sent you the link for the let me see which one you got here. I sent you the link for the become a partner.
Okay.
So
cool.
once you click on it, you'll choose the option that's right for you, and boom, you're in business.
Yeah, I'll probably be part of the thing. Does that make sense?
Yep. It's the next level.
Sounds good.
You are welcome, buddy.
The other thing I'm doing, Bianca, is I'm having all of my banners on my social media updated to have my QRC code on them, so that people will see that on along with the word Letitia 10K.
Oh.
And guys, there's a guy by the name of Coach Austin on the platform. Coach actually, his business went up 68% since analytics once he started using the 10K card. Because it was so easy for people to connect with him. It's not even funny.
That's crazy.
When you promote from the heart, magic happens. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, well, I'm going to call it night time. And I'm going to see you at 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am, me too. I'm about to knock
Y'all
out.
have a good night.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
Kisses.
Good night.
Good night to everybody. Thank you so much.
You got it. Night, my dear. In the back channel, before I go, let me see. Before we go, guys, if there's anyone that need any additional answers, just shoot me a message in the back channel or on the DM. Also, my number is right in my bio. So reach out to me on the number. I want to make sure everyone is probably set up this evening. And tomorrow we have a brand new day.
We're already in it.
I like that. Letitia, what do you want to share with the audience this evening? Come on, take the mic. Don't be shy.
And it's just a beautiful experience, and I'm absorbing it myself, and I just want to make the absolute most of it. So that would be my thing. It's just, how can we just multiply it, bless each other, multiply it, bless each other, multiply it, bless each other, and know that we'll be blessed and multiplied in exchange.
And pass the mic. Who's up next? Outro. Dana, your turn for the outro.
So I was reluctant initially to be a Clubhouse member because I was like, another social media app. But I got to tell you, over the last 3 weeks of just being on this app, I have made some of the most amazing connections in probably like my last 3 or 4 years of business. So those things sometimes that we're resistant to are often exactly the things that we need. And I'm here to be a student when I'm called to be a student, to teach when I'm called to teach, but certainly to serve on every single level. And this, just the fact that I kind of stumbled into this room and the way that I was welcomed by everyone here is a testament to what this community Clubhouse should really be about. And Sean, I want to just give it back to you for not just saying, hey, I have this amazing thing that you can leverage, but the rollout of it, I mean, there was nothing for us to really overcome. I mean, I just met you, and just knowing that this is something that my business needed, I can't even put it in words how I love to see a person operating in their gifts and delivering upon that. And you did that instantly. So thank you so much. And to everyone, that hasn't come to the stage, leverage this platform for your voice to be heard and for your gifts to be shared because someone needs them. And with that, I yield my mic.
I must say, Queen, I'm so happy and grateful that you did come to the room this evening, because sometimes when you're frustrated over, God is trying to tell you that's not what you need to be doing. However, you have to become frustrated in order to pull the trigger and take action and appreciate the results that was much greater. And over time, I'm happy to tell you that you can look back and say, you know what? Investing in that premium card is one of the best things I've done all year. Okay, this I can guarantee you on. Okay, Captain Abel, what's up? So, Abel, if you look in the back channel, you have the link for the changes, and you also have the link for the to sign up as the affiliate member. So, right. So you take your time.
Yeah, I see your links, right? So I paid the $200, right, to get the partner one.
Well done.
And I think I see the jot form to edit. I use the edit 10K card. And that's how I can remove an old link or add new ones.
Let me show you how much of integrity I have, Abel. I accidentally sent you the 200 link first, right?
Yeah.
Because the premium card is 300. But because of integrity, I said, okay, I'll honor that invoice, but I send you the 300 premium card to share with you. Reason being, when someone asks you how much is the card, you let them know is the premium card is $300.
Got it.
Because one of the things that I would never do is, if I send something out, I'm going to honor it no matter what it is. That's number one. But number two, what I find is when someone pays the price for something, they appreciate it and they use it so much more. But with what you have achieved, Abel, I'm so happy and grateful to have you in the presence. And with everything that you have shared, I know someone is going to act on what you shared this evening. So I want to leave here tonight understanding that you have touched your life and you will change others.
All right, sir.
Okay. So remember, the link for the registration, please remember to do that this evening. You'll verify your email, and then you'll send back the affiliate link over to me so I can add it onto the card.
Okay. And then in this, what do you see I see something that says name on digital card. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, you'll just put your name.
What do you see the most success with for people?
Okay, so the Able 10K is working tremendously well. Mm-hmm. But the reason you're putting the name on the card is when your card goes to the team, they know exactly which card they're looking for. So that's why we asked, what name to put on it.
So for this link, I use Abel's card.
Yeah, just put Abel's card. They'll find you.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, all right, sir. And we move on to Captain John. How are you, brother?
Yeah.
John, what do you want to share with the audience before you leave?
And I love the energy in the room and how people connect and collaborate. By the testimonials of the people here, it shows how awesome 10K cards. It can help you grow your business and reach your prospective customers wherever you are. Also, your capacity to understand, implement, and integrate new technologies into your business will determine your company's future success. Since most people are already into digital, so having a digital card is a tool for you to show your brand. That's it, bro.
Let's go, John.
Let's go.
There we go. I love it. Hey guys, anyone in the audience that want to come and say good evening, you're welcome to do so. If not, we'll be closing the door. Guys, ever remember my number is in the bio. I want everyone to feel free to reach out to me. Any questions? And we thrive on exceeding the customer's expectation. So if you think you have a question to ask that want to be answered, feel free to reach out. All right? There's no such as an insignificant question. Every question is irrelevant. Every question is a relevant question. Boom. So with that said, does anyone else want to share anything before closing? All right, guys, it was a great day. See you guys again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, my number is in the bio. Please reach out for any question. I'm an entrepreneur. It means we work until we fall asleep. We don't go to sleep. We work until we fall asleep. All right, guys. Cheers.
Good night.
Bye-bye.